Just going to look at some information for results. Here we're in the grade centre of a Blackboard shell. I've hidden the students so you can't see the names. But you can see the columns we have this year include the event code, which is the three-digit code, the study pattern of the student. So for example, RPL will have R and a normal on-campus student a D. The start date and the end date of the unit, very important dates. These can be different for different students within the same shell. We've got the timetable group. The teacher, here you can enter your name to claim your students. The first column is the date that the students first engaged. The res column is for the result. For example, PU, NU, HD. The mark column is if it's a graded competency, so you would put your 85s or 100s. The last column, which is the date the student last engaged, if they're being given an SEN. And the engaged hour column, which is how many hours the student was engaged for. So the last and the engaged hours is only for students being given an SEN. Somewhere else you can look at information about a student is called About a Student. Here in the first table, it pulls the data out of ASCOL. Now I've hidden this student's name, but you can see it gives you the subject information, the class, the study pattern. Again, you've got the start date and the end date straight out of ASCOL. If a shell exists and if there's a grade, the grade there. Down the bottom it tells you the course enrolment. And then right at the bottom is the table of the Blackboard details. Now what's interesting, if you look here to OHS, has an end date of the 25th of the 3rd. If you have a look at the OHS unit here, the end date says the 8th of the 4th. Now the dates that the Blackboard shell is open can be changed manually, but that does not change the date, the end date of the unit, or the date the result is due. So you need to make sure you use the end dates that are on ASCOL. The other place you can look for information about a unit is in about a unit's information. Put in the unit code. If you click on the unit code, it brings you up all the different instances and the event code. So here you can see the OCO unit has an end date of the 25th of the 3rd. So that matches the OCO, the 25th of the 3rd here, and that's the same as the Blackboard shell.